Hey, what's up everybody? I mentioned in my last video of my horror pack that I had some pickups to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and get to that, but first off I just want to say hey to Jenna at the Horror of the Horror. Thanks for the mention of my video and everything. And I might have to check out that Dead Tone, that Flavor Flav, that looks ridiculous but funny and good at the same time. I'm wondering if he was the one that was getting the prank phone calls and decided to make a movie because it says based on true events. I'm going to have to look that up. That's kind of weird. But anyway, here's the movies that I got this month. I picked up a whole bunch of them at Walmart that I saw. So the first one here is Living Among Us, which was actually better than I thought it would be. It's got William Sadler in it. John Hurd, who was the dad in Home Alone, he passed away last year, so this was like his last movie, or one of his last movies. What was his name from American Pie? Thomas Ian Nicholas. Basically, it's about a documentary crew. Vampires have been outed, and they're allowed to interview this family. It says, vampires have gone public. Their sectional leader, Samuel, William Sadler, claims that vampirism is simply a disease as they can coexist with humans. He invites the documentary crew headed by Mike, Thomas Ian Nicholas, stay with a vampire family to document their daily lives. They move into the home of Andrew, John Hurd, his wife Eleanor, and Blake. Things seem ordinary at first. However, the crew starts to learn the truths of vampirism and their dark, tragic past. But after Blake takes the crew on a grotesque killing spree, they soon realize they will have to fight to get out alive. All right. Second one, No Solicitors, which has Felissa Rose. Her role's kind of just a cameo. It's not as big as I thought. She's one of the prisoners in it. On a quiet suburban street, there's a house like any other, where the Cuttermans are model citizens within their community. Louis Cutterman, a highly respected brain surgeon, is happily married with two beautiful children who run the family business. An unwanted visit to their home by a hopeful solicitor turns into an invitation to dinner, except dinner takes a macabre and deadly turn. The solicitor soon discovers that the family business is to farm out internal organs to desperate patients on the black market. But it gets worse. And the next one, Keep Watching, which has Chandler Riggs and Bella Thorne. A family imprisoned by intruders is forced to play a terrifying game. As the night unfolds, the game's mysterious rules become clear, and the family realizes their nightmare is being streamed live to viewers all over the world who are compelled to keep watching, not knowing if what they are seeing is real or staged. This one I haven't opened yet. Hopefully she's got a bigger part in it, I'm not sure. But Amber Benson is in it from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, who played Tara. So I figured I'd check it out. Gwen, Matthew, Katrina, and Spencer were best friends for years until a terrible tragedy tore them apart. 10 years later, they reunite in a rented house of destination wedding. What they don't know is that in the late 60s, the house was home to a Manson family-like cult run by Fraser, a charismatic former scientist pushing the boundaries of human consciousness. His experiments echo through time and manifest everyone's darkest fears and memories, blurring time as Fraser's cult and the present day collide over the course of one long night, where everyone must confront their darkness or be destroyed by it. Tell Me How I Die. Knowing your fate is a real killer. When a group of college students take part in a clinical drug trial, an unexpected side effect of the experimental medicine gives them terrifying visions of their own deaths, which begin to come true. As they scramble to escape their fate, they discover that the killer is among them and shares their ability to see the future. Only he seems to be one step ahead of their efforts to survive. And a new Danielle Harris movie, Inoperable. A young woman wakes up in a seemingly evacuated hospital with a hurricane approaching that has awakened forces inside. She realizes she must escape the hospital before the hurricane passes, or she will be trapped there forever. And this one, kind of a knockoff, I guess, of Annabelle Anna. Two men steal a doll from a paranormal museum in order to put their footage online, but end up in a crazy game as the doll becomes a gateway to hell. Family Possessions. Mark Patton and Felissa Rose are a couple of actors who play in this. Mark Patton, of course, who is Jesse in Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp. A young girl, Rachel Dunn, inherits the mansion of her estranged grandmother. Rachel and her family move into the house to start a new life. But once their strange and unexplained occurrences begin to happen, Rachel uncovers a secret that had been hidden from her, and she soon realizes that some family secrets should remain buried. Keeps you guessing until the very end. Psychopaths, which I'm going to have to watch this one again. It was kind of weird. I don't really know what I thought about it, to be honest. The paths of multiple serial killers cross over one single blood-soaked night. Which psychopath will survive through until morning? Follow the soul of a recently executed serial killer as he descends back to Earth and possesses his many followers beneath the full moon. There's Alice, an escaped mental patient who thinks she's living in a 1950s glamour world. Blondie, a beautiful seductress who lures men down into her suburban basement. The Midnight Strangler who claims his victim in a seedy hotel. And a mass contract killer who stalks the city with his own deadly agenda. And I know it tisn't this season, but 'tis the time for killing, as always. Once Upon a Time at Christmas. Meets Santa and Mrs. Claus. He's one-eyed fiend. She's a curvy, bat-swinging blonde. This serial killer couple is terrorizing the holidays in an upstate New York town with a series of horrific homicides. Though the victims seem random, a mall Santa, a smooching couple, an innocent family, high schooler Jennifer and clever cop Sam begin to unravel the sinister pattern behind the slayings. Can they stop the murders before Christmas comes? And there's no one left to celebrate. And this one here, Slumber with Maggie Q. Alice is a rational-minded sleep doctor haunted by the mysterious nocturnal death of her younger brother. During a routine examination on a traumatized family with sleeping problems, Alice is forced to abandon scientific rationale and accept that the family is being terrorized by a parasitic demon who feeds on the weak while they sleep. In order to defeat the dark spirit, Alice must journey into her own nightmares and confront her childhood demons. And that's it for the horror pickup that I got. I got a couple other things, not horror related, but I had to get them. Got Bad Moms Christmas. And of course the classic, it's all 262 episodes, all 11 seasons of Married with Children. And all of that I've showed, they're all available at Walmart. So most of them should probably have them at your local store if interested in any of them. And that's it. So until my next video, I hope you all have a great day. Like, share, subscribe. Oh, I do want to say one more thing. I almost forgot. This is my friend Destiny and Tristan Clay shirt, Red Eye. It's now available to watch if you have Amazon Prime. You can purchase it on iTunes or Vudu. It's their first independent movie. I liked it. It was pretty decent for what it was, and I think you all should go check it out. Either rent it or buy it, or it's free on Amazon Prime. Alright, thanks, and see you next time.